Buck is on his way for dinner. I had to call him. He wasn't at the spot. That's because I think Buck gets confused of who's going to be here, me or my husband. So he's probably like, let me like take my time going there. Because this morning my husband fed him. And for dinner I fed him. Because I told my husband I still want him to like bond with Buck. Baby, you're starting to shed your winter coat, I see. He's starting to shed his winter coat. See? You ready? Come here, my big boy. Here. It's okay. You're okay. I know there's noise close by, but you're okay. Come here. You okay? It's okay, big boy. There's nobody. It's only me and you. You're okay. Yeah, it's okay. Good boy. He has bread hanging from his whiskers. I want to take it off. Let's see. It'll probably come off now. It came off. Okay. Put grapes, and my husband actually went food shopping for me and Buck yesterday, but he forgot to buy like more grapes or strawberries, because usually I like to do 1 week strawberries and 1 week grapes. So he forgot to get that, which is fine. But he bought Buck the butternut squash and the apples, and then the food for us, for our house. My husband's been nothing but like extra help. Such great, amazing help. Right? Daddy's been feeding you too. So Buck is eating his dinner. I told my husband I want to do at least one of the feed-ins of the day so I could get to see him. But I want my husband to also like continue doing the feed-ins until he has to go back to work. Then that's different. Oh, you okay? You bumped your face. It is so... It's like chilly out. It's not cold, but it's chilly. And at night, I know it gets really cold because my husband told me that in the morning he finds Buck's water is always iced up in the morning. So that's how we know it's really cold at night, for his water to get all iced up. Right, big boy? Still cold? That's why I don't lose your winter coat completely. We still need it because March is crazy. What are you looking at? I don't see nothing over there. Alright guys, I want to give you an update about the baby. The baby's doing great. I'm not gonna lie, being like a first time mother, like, you know, to a newborn, it's definitely exhausting. Like, you know, waking up through the night every 3 hours, every 2 hours for the feed-ins. That could be exhausting. Like sometimes I wake up, while I'm feeding him, my eyes are closing and I doze off and I'm like, all right, I gotta wake up, and I have to snap myself out of it. But everything has been going great. My son is doing great. He's so cute. He's starting to eat more milk now. Me and my husband, we bumped up an ounce on his feed-ins. So now he's taking a little, like an extra ounce on his feed-in from what he was. But he's doing really good. And Buck, of course, over here, he's doing really good too. My dog, she adjusted pretty good to the baby, I have to say. She's doing really good too. The only thing that my dog does that's kind of annoying a little bit, but then I think we don't yell at her because we see like what she's trying to do, is when the baby's sleeping, if he wakes up crying, she barks. She stands next to the baby, but barks at me and my husband to tell us like, that the baby's barking. Yeah, Buck. Yeah, baby. I'll give it to you. I know that was hard for you to eat it like that. Yeah. Good boy. And here. Good boy. I know I missed you so much too. I missed you so much. Yeah, so my dog has a habit that when the baby cries, she likes to bark at us, but stand next to the baby to bark at us to let us know that the baby's crying. I find it so funny. You want butternut squash? All right, hold on. Let me help myself up. Ooh. Hold on, Buck. Wait. Yeah, so that's what my dog does with the baby. It's so funny. She's like a nanny, I feel like. Even though me and my husband will be standing like literally like 1 foot away from the baby, it doesn't matter. Like my dog still like barks at us to let us know the baby's crying. So that's the story of how it's going inside the house. But it's going pretty good. I have to say, I think me and my husband are doing an amazing job for first-time parents, you know? Me and my husband said it. We're like, we know there's going to be bumps, like, you know, ahead of the road, like where we're not going to be perfect. We're not gonna like be perfect parents. Like we're gonna make mistakes because every parent makes a mistake. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it's a little cold that's making me cough. And when this weather comes up, when it starts getting cold, it makes my asthma start. So I've been taking my pump every day, especially when I have to come back from like outside and I go back inside my house. I have to do the pump. I have to use my asthma pump. It helps. Because ever since I was in a hospital from like giving birth, my asthma has been kicking up even more, which is so crazy. Because before I went to the hospital, it was kicking up a little bit like during my pregnancy, but after the pregnancy, it kicked up even more, where I was like, oh, damn. So it's true about the body changing when you get pregnant. That is true. What is that? Oh, what happened, baby? I don't have nothing for you. I have nothing else. Oh, I wish I could kiss you too and hug you. I love you. You're my big boy. Look at you, he's shedding. He's shedding. He's shedding everywhere. He's starting to shed, guys. I see his hair all over his face right now. I see your hair all over your face. I love you. I love you, big boy. You're my big boy. Mommy loves you. I love you so much. It's funny because a lot of people do it, like once I have the baby, especially like some people in my family, they're like, oh, you're probably not going to have time to feed Buck anymore once you have the baby. And I was like, I would never abandon him. No way. He's part of my family. I make adjustments, you know? Like sometimes I got to come out either a little earlier or just a few minutes later of his feeding times. But I will never stop coming out here to give him loving, like, you know, to like bond with him and spend time with him, give him company, and to give him his goodies. And God forbid if I don't feel good that I can't come out here. Now I know my husband, like, you know, him and Buck grew like somewhat of a bond where Buck actually stands, like literally will stand here while my husband is standing at the spot. But my husband said he won't like walk up to the fence while my husband's standing here. But thank God, like he doesn't run, you know? So that's why I still make my husband do the feed-ins. My husband didn't do the video this morning. He didn't make a video for us because he forgot his phone in the house. You know, now with the baby and everything, it's like we're just like, you know, when we're inside the house, we think about, you know, everything, like make sure the baby's fed, change everything. Then the dog is fed and went out. We try to keep the dog happy too, so she doesn't stop barking while the baby's sleeping. So it's a lot, but it's going good. I have to say I'm proud of myself and my husband. I was like, we're doing good. You eating the bread? He's eating the bread. It's okay. You can have some pieces of the bread. You can have some pieces of the bread. It's fresh bread too. That's why Buck likes it, because it's nice and soft. But that's not the seeded one. In the evenings, I don't really throw the seeded one sometimes, because I know the raccoons, the squirrels, they're going to enjoy it. But in the morning, I throw the seeded ones. I did actually. No, I'm wrong. I did throw seeded bread too this evening. What am I talking about? I threw a mix. Buck is enjoying it. I feel like Buck, when he sees bread on the floor, he's probably like, no, Mom. You can't throw food for the other animals. I have to eat it. Right? You want everything to yourself. But he's doing good. And it's good because I'm always around the baby, so I'm sure he's like, you know, picks up the baby scent too when he's around me. Oh, I got a little bird next to me. Hi, baby. This little bird, those little brown birds, one of them is like hopping around like behind me. I wish those little birds would have the courage to come next to me because they're so cute. I would love to hold them. But I know every animal is not going to, like, you know, be like Buck, where they're going to be like, yeah, I'll be your friend. Like, you could pet me and stuff. You know, today was sunny earlier all day. Like, it was actually pretty sunny, but it was cold out. Like, it wasn't hot. It was cold. But then the sun went away, and now it's, like, so gloomy out. And it sucks, because, guys, I heard tomorrow's supposed to rain all day. Oh, tomorrow's going to be one of those Saturdays. That one Saturday I told you guys I couldn't make a video because it was raining all day. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be one of those. I'll definitely try to... I told my husband I want to feed Buck, I think, tomorrow, like, the breakfast and dinner. just because I want to get myself moving around, you know, and walking. I went to my doctor's appointment today to check myself. He checked the incision. He said that it's healing good, great. And my doctor told me, he said, do 50% walking and 50% with your feet up to make the swelling go down. So that's why I want to start coming out, you know, for Buck's breakfast and dinner. Even for me to spend some time with him. Because, like, when I'm inside, I think about, when I was at the hospital, I was thinking about him, like, oh my God, I wonder how he's doing. Because my father-in-law was feeding him. My husband never went home. He didn't leave my side at the hospital. So my father-in-law was the one feeding him, like, you know, every day. He had a good dinner. Right, Buck? You had a good dinner. Daddy just forgot to buy extra goodies for you, but it's okay. Daddy bought the main course. He bought the apples and the butternut squash. And I still have a few grapes left from the last batch that I bought. So it's all right. I'm going to have to wait till next week. Then next week, I'll get him like strawberries or something. But Buck is doing great. He's doing really, really good. Now he's cleaning himself. He's grooming himself. But pretty soon I have to go inside because it's almost time for the baby's feeding. And usually I like to change his diaper. Sometimes, depending, because sometimes he does his pee-pees before his feeding. Sometimes he doesn't, that I change him after his feeding. But I always like to keep up with the change in him, you know? I don't want the poor baby to get a little rash. So I always try to keep his tushy nice and clean. And my son hates to be changed. Oh my God. When you have to undress him to change him, he starts screaming. I guess because, like, you know, newborns, they don't like to feel cold, you know? Like, I hear that a lot. A lot of people tell me that. They're like, oh, it's because they don't like to feel cold and the air hitting them. But my son does not like to be changed. Like, when I have to change his clothes or change his diaper, he starts screaming. And the only way sometimes I could get him to, like, stop screaming while I'm changing his diaper or his clothes is to put a pacifier in his mouth. Because he started taking a pacifier the other day. My husband's like, we're screwed now. My husband's like, great, now we're screwed. Now we got a baby that likes a pacifier, where it's going to be hard for us to let it, like, you know, let go of it. But I told my husband, I said, don't worry about it. I was like, when he gets a little older, we'll, like, bribe him. We'll tell him, give us your pacifier and we'll buy you a big toy. I'll do that. Right, Buck? Right? And one day you're going to meet your brother too. Yeah, you're going to meet your brother too. But right now the weather is too cold to take him out. And he doesn't, he only has hospital shots. Not, he doesn't have his, like, first set of shots yet. So that's why I cannot bring him out. Not yet. You know? Not yet. Some of the grass is growing from what I planted last year, see? Some, like right there. Some of it. And I see some of it popping out, greens there too. So I kind of hope the grass that I planted last year, because I planted 2 different grasses last year. One of them was called Bermuda grass, I remember, on the package. I don't remember the other one, what it was called. I don't remember what kind of grass it was, the other bag. But I planted 2 different grasses just to see, like, you know, how they do. And to make it extra bushy, like grassy over here, the whole area. But I actually do see some of it growing back. And Buck has been eating it too. He's been liking it. He's been picking out of it. Oh, Buck, you're going to love what me and Daddy are going to plant for you soon. Once the weather starts getting nicer. That's why my husband hasn't gone in there to clean up all the stuff. Because the weather is still crazy. So I told my husband, I was like, you don't have to clean it up just yet. Because I'd rather have my husband clean it up when the weather starts getting nicer out. Where once my husband's done cleaning it up, we can actually drop the seeds, you know? So that's why I'm not going to make him do it just yet. Because there's no point. It's not like we're going to go in there to drop the seeds yet. So right now, let Buck enjoy that branch. And he's enjoying the grass, little pieces that are growing. He's eating it. Good boy. You like it? Oh, you're going to have 4-leaf clovers and grass. This year, Buck is going to be different. All right, everyone. I'm going to get going. I try to make a long video because I'm sure you guys some of you miss watching my live. I know there's people, I have subscribers that like my short videos, and then I have a lot that like my long videos. So I figured today I make a long video for everybody. But I will be back tomorrow morning, hopefully. I'll keep you guys updated with the weather here, because it's supposed to be raining all day tomorrow. So I don't know. What is that? I see something white. Hold on, guys. I gotta zoom in on something. Is that a cat? I see something white and fluffy. I don't know what it is in that corner over there. It's not moving. I could go check when I walk around. I have to go check. It's not a raccoon. It looks like a cat. White cat. A white and spotted cat, but it's not moving. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out once I'm done with this video. But you guys were right. That raccoon from yesterday was not sick. It wasn't walking, shaking, trembling, and falling over. Because I did Google, like I was watching videos of sick raccoons. Yeah, that raccoon was not sick. It was probably just a baby raccoon that walked out of the mother's den a little bit too early. That's what I think. I don't know. I feel like I see something white and fluffy in that corner over there. I gotta go check it out. Remind me tomorrow, guys, in the comments, and I'll tell you what it was. But I'm gonna go check it out now. Buck, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right, everyone. I'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna say soon just because of the weather tomorrow. I don't know what we're expecting, you know. I'm praying that it's not gonna be bad, like, you know, downpouring all day. But I looked at the forecast. It's supposed to rain all day. I just don't know how bad the rain is gonna be. Like if it's gonna be a downpour rain, or it's gonna be like a drizzle on and off kind of day. If it's like that, it's okay, you know? Because then we could come out and do what we gotta do and see my boy. Right, Buck? Hopefully tomorrow the weather is good. But I will be back soon. And I'll post another video of my son, because I do have a cute video of him. I'm gonna post it. And you guys will see me and Buck soon. Everyone, have a great evening and a good night and a great weekend. And we'll be back soon. Ciao for now.